Hello and welcome back everybody to Paddling Pool 223. My name is Bai. I'm joined here by Pat J, and we are bringing you round 2 of our groups stage.
Yes, round 2, and we are going to watch Bloodmoon spl versus Amoura. They're going to be ready to fight each other, and hopefully we'll get at least 2 games.
Yes,
that's our objective for the round.
Yeah, hopefully we are going to deliver you a more entertaining and drawn out set than we did last time. Please, we are just on our hands and knees begging Nintendo for no disconnects.
Yeah. And we will start on Undertow Spillway with a good game of tire control. That's always like things can snowball, but once one team is able to go past mid, things start to be playable and we can enjoy the map.
Yeah, for sure. And we're actually seeing some pretty interesting composition on both sides. We see one staple, the NZAP 85. That's been a classic that we've been seeing a lot in the current meta. But aside from that, these two teams are very different. Bloodmoon going for a much slower approach with that machine double splash, slowing down the game state a lot. While Amoura goes for a more aggressive slosher wiper ballpoint, which although not a full dive such as a Tetra, does give it a lot more flexibility in how fast it can play the game, and we're seeing that do a great job here as Bloodmoon go two players down, and Amoura start pushing the tower over to the left side. Amoura's doing a great job of playing on the left side of that spine area, but the NZAP on their side does end up going down, and Bloodmoon have quite a few specials to work with. They gotta pick on the wiper. That's 2 down the side of Amoura, sorry. And with Bloodmoon popping the crab tank, that does seem to be the end of Amoura's push.
Yeah, Bloodmoon conceded a bit of points. They lost the checkpoint, but that's a checkpoint you can expect to lose pretty fast in this game anyway. But the thing that Bloodmoon has going their way is they have so much more paint that Amoura does. So Amoura has to run at Bloodmoon constantly to keep them from painting, just to keep the game even. Amoura needs to get the pick. And right now it looks like it's pretty even. Amoura is maintaining the fight, and that's what they need to do. Bloodmoon has yet to reach mid and get things going their way, and Amoura with that cooler, they're going to be able to maintain that aggressivity and make sure that Bloodmoon cannot advance.
Now the main thing that I'm very interested in seeing is actually how well Bloodmoon is playing around their tactical weapon. We're seeing Amoura throw a lot of things at them. We're seeing them throw specials, we're seeing them throw dives, and yet Bloodmoon do a great job of just getting that tactical and coming back, regrouping quickly. But the same can be said for Amoura, but they're using it in a much more aggressive fashion. They're using the cooler extremely aggressively to get their slayers in, that slosher, that wiper, and if they die, they come back quickly. That is the power of tactical in the current meta. You can afford to rush down and also live a lot of the mainstream specials that we're seeing right now.
Ooh.
But regardless, Amoura still go 3 down. They're struggling to get past this left side and get some more points cut away from that checkpoint. And even though this ballpoint is getting some consistent picks, getting 2 with that fall off, great job from them. Bloodmoon is still trying to hold on. They do go 3 down, and the last one is being hunted down by Amoura's slayers. They don't quite manage to get the pick though. They managed to jump out, and Amoura looking to set up with the tri-strike, with the inkjet, with the tacticooler, but only 1 pick is brought out from so many resources being used, and Bloodmoon just come back strong with their own specials, and Amoura have little to nothing to counter them.
Yeah, Amoura not able to really pass that second checkpoint, but they don't need to because Bloodmoon isn't able to pass even mid. They haven't touched the first checkpoint, and that first checkpoint is supposed to be easy. It's like Bloodmoon, despite like all their paint, because they don't have a range, they really can't go past mid, and that's really what's penalizing them right now. And Amoura is back at it, back at that checkpoint, and the tri-strike is going to slow things down, but they don't care. here. They're still here.
Yeah, we're just seeing Amoura trying to get the checkpoint, but 1 point remaining on the checkpoint. 2 down, 3 down. It's only the Wiper left alive. But the Wiper is still alive on the side of Amoura and very deep inside Bloodmoon's territory, but they do decide to jump out, conserve their life, regroup with their team. And once again, we're seeing the pattern arise. Amoura struggling to get some leeway into that left side, and we're seeing Bloodmoon set up a strong counter push. Slosher down on the side of Bloodmoon. Amoura, sorry. Bloodmoon has several specials online, but they use all 4 at once. That is going to most likely guarantee them lead if they can stay alive here, but they don't. The Wiper with the Ultra Stamp get 3 on the side of Bloodmoon, and Amoura managed to save their lead. Bloodmoon used way too many of their resources in an all-out gamble to try and break that checkpoint and get the lead, but just one close-range special, that Ultra Stamp, shut everything down. And now, with 20 seconds remaining, it's looking very difficult for Bloodmoon to bring this back. Their players are going down, they're using specials recklessly, and Amoura are content holding on to their Tri-Strike, holding on to their Inkjet, not trying to over-aggress here. 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A lot of specials on the tower. Bloodmoon can't get anywhere near it, and that is going to be game 1 going to Amoura.
It took 4 minutes for Bloodmoon to really get any push going. And it was like just too little too late. That one Ultra Stomp stopped the push, and that was the only push that Bloodmoon got. And Amoura, despite like struggling so much on every push to get past that second checkpoint, it didn't matter. That's all they needed to do, because Bloodmoon could just never attack.
Yeah, no, it's just Amoura was just keeping the middle of the map shut down so well. Like you said, Bloodmoon took 4 minutes to just to get a push that went beyond the 96 point mark. That is devastating. And honestly, at that point, Amoura just had to all they had to do was play defense one time, and even then they could just take their time a little bit, because you saw how Bloodmoon used every single one of their specials. They used 4 specials at once, and they only got, I think, 1 pick from that. So that huge burst of specials didn't leave them with anything to keep their push going. And also on top of that, we saw that incredible Ultra Stamp play coming out from Amoura's Wiper player. So with all of that combined, it was just, there was no chance of Bloodmoon getting that lead of 48, I think it was. So, and at that point, all it was, Amoura just had to hold mid and defend really, really well. Just stall out the game state, harbor their specials, and keep Bloodmoon from even threatening to push past mid.
It's always nice to see an Ultra Stomp really change things in the game, and that's the power of like that kind of special, to be so powerful if it works, but so risky at the same time. And here, like, Amoura really had the angle, really had the opportunity, and used it at their best. Bloodmoon, on this map, like, there won't be like the same problem of mid be completely locked, but I really like that they are kind of mixing up things and getting a bit more range with the bucket and the Tetras.
Yeah, and honestly, now moving into this on Splat Zones, like you said, I'm very interested in seeing how these two different team compositions are going to collide. Both teams actually going for a very aggressive composition. Yeah, Bloodmoon coming out with the Tetras. That's what I wanted to see, honestly. Their double splash didn't end up working out, but it's still not quite working. The splash is forced to jump out. 3 down the side of Bloodmoon, and Amoura have no difficulty winning the first fight and securing zone, threatening a very strong hold here. The Slosher on the side of Bloodmoon, pushing up very aggressively, trying to camp the Inkjet, but it's not quite going to be enough. They get forced back by the enemy team Slosher, and the splash is down due to a huge flank from the Wiper. Amoura is just surrounding Bloodmoon from all angles, and with the timer ticking down, already down to the mid-40s. Bloodmoon needs to make something happen, but they can't get staggered like this. The ballpoint just getting the Slosher as an easy pick, and with 30 points remaining, this is reaching knockout territory. Bloodmoon have one special. They have a Reef Slider, And honestly, if we know anything about that, that's just not going to be enough. The crab tank does come out, but with 10 points remaining and all members of Amoura up, all Amoura needs to do is paint. And just like that, Bloodmoon can't quite get to zone, and that is going to be game 2 and the set going to Amoura.
I mean, on game 1, we saw Amoura keeping control of mid for 4 minutes. And in flat zones, you only need to do that for 1 minute, so that was like perfect for Amoura. They had the practice and like Sturgeon lookouts. It works. It's all you need to do, and that means the round is going to go to Amoura. This is not the end of it. We are still in groups territory, and both of these teams still have 1 game to go before we know who advances to the top cut and who gets home. But right now, Amoura just punched their ticket with 1 victory to probably going into the top bracket. That was a very, very commanding round.
But yeah, regardless, we're going to be taking a short break as we get the next match ready. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.